right. Just testing everything to make sure we're live. I think we're alive. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Good evening, everyone. I want to thank you for being here tonight or whenever you see this stream. Thank you for joining our stream. Thank you for watching our videos. Before we start tonight, I need to say this quite clearly. Tonight, I'm not here to motivate. No. Tonight, I'm not here to excite you either. And I'm not here to make you feel good tonight. I'm here to have an honest conversation as usual. Because motivation fades, emotions will also fade, but truth will stay with you for the long haul. And tonight's question is simple, but it's uncomfortable. And as usual, if you're used to this channel by now, you should know that it is not about hype for us. It's about direction. It's about making the change that we need. It's about making the impact that we need. Are you actually serious about your life? That's the question for tonight. Are you actually serious about your life? Here, I don't mean what you say. It is not what you post either. And it's not what you pray, but what your actions reveals. Action, they say, speaks louder than words. Let's breathe. Let's catch our breath for a moment. Because this is not a message to rush through at all. We're going to take it bit by bit, chunk by chunk. And if you're watching this live or as a replay, I want you to make a decision right now. I don't want you to watch this passively. If it's possible, don't multitask. And don't let this be a background noise. No. If you can, grab a notebook or open your note app on your phone, because tonight isn't about inspiration. It's about self-confrontation. We want to be able to talk to ourselves tonight. And growth always begins there. When we start talking to ourselves, when you start confronting yourself, that's where growth starts from. Let's start with the cost of self-deception. Let me say something that might sting a little. Most people are not failing because life is hard. They are failing because they are not honest. They say they want more, but they don't want discomfort. They say they want change, but they don't want responsibility. They say they want God to move, but they haven't moved in years. And here's the truth most people avoid. You can't fix a life you keep lying about. Some of us already know what the problem is. You just don't want to say it loud. You don't want to face it. You're just beating around about the bush, just trying to go around the problem. You know what the issue is. You know you're under-disciplined. You know you procrastinate. You avoid hard conversations. You keep restarting instead of committing. But instead of facing it, you rename it. You call fear waiting on God. You call laziness being overwhelmed. You call distraction being busy. And honesty gets buried under excuses. Let me ask you something tonight. And I want you to answer this for yourself. Don't put it in the chat. I want you to answer this for yourself. When was the last time you told yourself the full truth? The whole truth. Nothing but the truth. I don't mean the polite version. I don't mean the one you want to hear. I also don't mean the spiritual version. I mean the real version. When was the last time you told yourself the real truth? Keep that to yourself. That's a question. One of them for tonight. I want to move into one thing is not being serious. One thing. Yes, another hard truth. Wanting a better life does not mean you're serious about it. I think I did a video on that in my YouTube channel. I can't remember the title right now, but I talked about that in one of the videos. Wanting a better life does not mean you're serious about it. Everyone wants better. Oh, yeah. Ask everybody. Just go to the street. Ask everybody. Everybody wants better. Everyone hopes things will change. Oh, that's true. Everyone hopes we're living in the world of hope. Everybody hopes things will change. But seriousness shows up in behavior. What do you do after the hope? What do you do after the wanting? What do you do? Seriousness or serious people create a plan. Serious people prepare. Serious people sacrifice. And now, if you've been following me at all, or if you're new here, welcome to this channel. But if you've been following me, you know that we've been talking about what to do in the forthcoming year. These are part of the things that are in the mix that we're talking about. If someone looked at your daily routine, your spending, your habits, your calendar, will they say, yes, this person is serious about their future? Or will they say, they are just hoping something changes? Let me pause here a little bit. Hope is powerful. Faith is essential. But hope without structure becomes self-deception. And faith without responsibility becomes entitlement. You can't keep asking for a different outcome while protecting the same patterns. Let me slow this down a little bit here. One of the most dangerous things in life is letting years pass without examination. As humans, we just tend to live. We just tend to live. We just go day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. We just live. Most of the time, we don't even examine our lives. We don't examine what we do. We don't examine our lives. We just live year to year. And we allow year go in, year roll in, year roll out without examination. Because time don't move forward, it accumulates results. Time accumulates results. It doesn't just roll or roll by, better still, it accumulates results. Some of us are frustrated not because this year was bad, But because the last 5 were similar, our frustration is not coming from 2020, 2025. No, it started from 2021 or 2020. And it has been the same thing all the way. It has been same goals, same conversations, same prayers, same disappointment, different calendar, same life. And here's the painful truth: most people don't need a miracle. A lot of people don't need a miracle. I come across people a lot. We talk a lot. And most of the things I see is that most people don't need a miracle. They just need clarity. Clarity about what they are avoiding, clarity about what they are tolerating, clarity about what they've normalized. Let me ask you again: are you serious about your life or just tired of the consequences? There's a difference. Are you serious about your life or you're just tired of the consequences? Now, listen carefully. Being honest with yourself is not about self hatred, it's not about shame, it's not about beating yourself up, it's about alignment. Honesty says, this is where I am, this is what I've been doing, this is what it produced. Honesty, it gives you the clear picture. All right, this is where I am, this is what I've been doing, this is what it produced. Because once you tell the truth, you finally have something real to work with. You don't need to condemn yourself, you need to confront yourself. There's no transformation without confrontation. Like I did say, today's talk is going to be more of a heart to heart, more of a conversation with our inner self. If you have a pen, I want you to write this down. Don't answer them publicly unless you want to. What am I pretending doesn't matter that actually does? What am I trying to say? Oh, this doesn't matter, but I know that thing actually matters. What habit is costing me my future? What do I keep saying I'll change later? What am I asking God to fix that I refuse to manage? What am I? These are questions you need to answer for yourself. I want you to sit with that, sit with them. Going back, what am I pretending that it doesn't matter, that I know it actually matters? What habit is costing me my future? What do I keep saying I'll change later? What am I asking God to fix that I refuse to manage? Sit with that. No music, no rush. Just you and these questions. And here is the shift. Once honesty is established, structure follows. Serious people don't rely on feelings, they rely on systems. They don't wait for motivation, they move with discipline. They don't just pray, they plan. I like that. Serious people don't just pray, they plan. They don't just believe, they build. If you're serious about your life, you need clear priorities, written goals, daily routines, boundaries that protect your future. Not someday, not eventually. Now. Now. Let me leave you with this. The life you want is not impossible, but it's expensive. The cost is who you are today. So I'll take that again. I'll repeat that. The life you want is not impossible, but it is expensive. The cost of that life is who you are today. You cannot carry old habits into a new future. I've said that a couple of times in my videos. You can't do that. You cannot keep the same mindset and expect growth. You cannot live casually and expect significance. So I'll ask you one final time, slowly, are you serious about your life? Not emotionally, not spiritually, but practically. If this message made you uncomfortable, that's not a bad thing. Comfort never changed anyone. Truth does. If you're ready to move from honesty into planning, from awareness into action, from wishing into building, then stay connected because the next live will take this conversation further. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your openness. And most importantly, thank you for choosing to tell yourself the truth. Well, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Matt Miller, and this is Built for More. This channel is not about hype. We don't do hype. It's all about direction. It's all about growth. It's all about converting thinkers into doers. Thank you so much. If you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe and watch our videos. If you have any questions, please do let us know so that we can take it forward from there. Thank you and have a nice evening. Bye for now.